Let's try to solve this question. So in this question it's been asked that hydrated calcium sulphate, which is CaSO4.5XH2O, contains 21% of water of crystallization, and it's been asked that calculate number of molecules of water of crystallization, that is X, in the hydrated compound. Okay, so this question is really simple. Let's try to read this question once again and try to understand what is being asked. Okay, so compound is given, which is hydrated calcium sulphate, but this time the value of X is not given. Okay, the CaSO4 dot XH2O. We do not know this, whether it is a monohydrate, dihydrate, trihydrate, tetrahydrate, pentahydrate, hexahydrate. We don't know. Okay, but it says that this part, water of crystallization, is 21% of the total total of the molecular weight of the compound. Okay, so if the whole compound is 100%, out of 100%, this water of crystallization is 21%. Correct? Okay, so we have to calculate the value of this X, whether it is 1, 2, 3, 4 or XYZ. Okay, so let's try to solve this question. So let's write down the formula first, which is CaSO4 dot XH2O. Okay, so if this the whole formula, if this whole formula is 100%, okay, then it's given that 21% of the whole formula is water of crystallization, that is dot XH2O is 21%. So 100 minus 21% is comes out to be 79%. That means this part, this anhydrous part, CaSO4, is 79% of the overall formula. Correct? Okay, the one thing is done. Okay, so let's try to calculate the molecular weight of anhydrous CaSO4. When I say anhydrous, that means I am not counting this water of crystallization. Okay, only CaSO4. Okay, so 1 calcium, 1 sulfur and 4 oxygen. Okay, so when I add 40 plus 32 plus 64, when I add 40 plus 32 plus 64, I get the answer is equals to 136 gram. Okay, 136 gram. Okay, now it was clearly known that out of 100%, 79% is CaSO4. Okay, and I calculate the molecular weight of the calcium sulphate, which is 136, which is nothing but the 79% of the total formula. Correct? Okay, correct. So sir, if 100% out of 100%, 79% is my calcium sulphate. Okay, so if my formula is CaSO4 dot XH2O, try to understand very carefully. Okay, see, out of CaSO4 XH2O, if it is 100%, my CaSO4 is 79%. Correct? Yes. So sir, I don't know the exact total value of the total weight of the calcium sulphate XH2O, but I know the 79%. Okay, which is 136. Are you guys getting it? If the 100% out of 100%, 79% is my CaSO4. Okay, I am not saying that. It was given in this question that 21% is XH2O. That means remaining part is CaSO4, which is nothing but the 79%. Okay, so out of 100%, 79% is CaSO4, and I know the molecular weight of the CaSO4, which is 136. So if 100% out of 100%, 79% is CaSO4, and I have the molecular weight of the CaSO4, then can I get to know the value of CaSO4.XH2O? Yes, it's very easy. Okay, so value of X would be equal to 100 into 136 divided by 79. Okay, 100 into 136 divided by 79. Okay, when you solve this part, you get the answer of the X is equals to 172.15 gram. That means the total weight of the CaSO4.XH2O is 172.15 gram. Correct? Yes sir, correct. Okay, so if I remove 136 if I remove the 136 from the 172.15 gram, I will get to know the value of XH2O. Am I right? So out of 100%, which is 172.15 gram, if I remove the 79%, which is my 136 gram, then I will get to know the value of XH2O. Am I correct? Yes, sir. Okay. So if I remove 172.15, okay, so if I remove the 136 from the 172.15, I'll get the answer is equal to 36.15 gram. Okay, 36.15 gram. That is the value of XH2O is, the weight of the XH2O is nothing but 36.15 gram. Now we all know that the weight of the water is 18. How? 1 hydrogen plus 1 hydrogen plus 1 oxygen, that is 1 plus 1 plus 16 is nothing but the 18 gram. So weight of one water molecule is 18. Okay, so if I divide 36 by 18, I get the answer is equal to 2. I get the answer is equals to 2, and this is nothing but the value of my x. And this is nothing but the value of my x. Okay, so there were two water molecules. So if 18 into 2 is equals to 36. Okay, this 0.5 is the rough amount. Okay, so it's the 36. So the actual formula was CaSO4 dot 2H2O, that means calcium sulphate dihydrate. Okay, calcium sulphate dihydrate. Okay, let's read this question once again and see how, and let's analyze how did we tackle this sort of questions. Okay, so in this question it was clearly mentioned that the hydrated calcium sulphate is given. Okay, we don't know the value of x, but we know that it contains 21% of the water of crystallization, that is this part is 21%. Okay, and we had to calculate the number of water molecules, that is the value of x. So what do we do in this sort of question? We divide the part. So if the whole formula we consider 100% and we know that 21% was the XH2O, that means the remaining part, which is the anhydrous part, is 79. So we calculate the molecular weight of the anhydrous as calcium sulphate, and we equated with the normal part. Okay, which is the, if the 100%, out of 100%, 79% is my CaSO4, then if the value of the total weight of the compound is x, let's consider the total weight of the compound is x, then the part of the anhydrous part is 136, and this is how we got the value of, or the weight of the total compound, which is the CaSO4.XH2O. Okay, from this total weight we subtracted the anhydrous part and we got the value of the hydrated part. Okay, the weight of the hydrated part, the weight of the hydrated part was 36.15 gram. Okay, and as we know the the weight of the one water molecule is 18, so we divided 36 by 18, we got the answer is equals to 2. Okay, some student might say that this over here it was 36.15, then why did we do the 36 by 2? So it's just a rough value. Okay, water cannot be 2.1 or 2 point something, no, it has to be 2. Okay, so when we do the 36.15 even by 18, so you get the answer 2 point something. Okay, so we have to take only 2, never ever take the fraction in the formulas. Okay, so it's gonna be 2. So actual formula should be, final formula it would be CaSO4 0.2H2O, which is nothing but the calcium sulphate dihydrated. I hope you understood this question, but still if you have any doubt regarding this question or any other question in general, you can comment your doubt into the comment section and we'll try to solve your doubt by making a dedicated video on it. Okay.